everyone, for my informative speech, I will be talking about benefits of birth control. Condoms and birth control pills cost $0 and a hospital bill to have a baby is $1,000 plus. Plus, birth control is painless, while on the other hand, birth feels like you're pushing a watermelon out of your nose. In a July 2020 academic journal, author Serena Scragger states that contraceptives that contain estrogen and progesterone are used by millions of women around the world to prevent pregnancy. She also mentions that many of these medications can be used to treat medical conditions that are common in women. Today, many people can say that any type of birth control a woman can take is bad for them because the different hormones can cause changes to your body, and people who are against birth control say if women do not want kids, they simply shouldn't be having sex. As a woman being on birth control and oral contraceptive to be exact for about a year, I do not have any changes within my body, and I feel better than ever. Birth control can have many benefits for women, not just preventing them against pregnancy. First, I'm going to talk about how birth control contraceptives are used to help treat women with medical conditions. Second, I will talk about how birth control is not just for sexually active women. And third, I'm going to talk about how birth control reduces unplanned pregnancies and abortions. Now you know what I will cover. Let's get started. And many people who are against the use of birth control don't know a lot about these contraceptives that help treat and prevent women who suffer from ovarian cancer and uterine cancer. In the article Journal of Women's Health by Serena Scragger explains many of these medications can be used to prevent cancer and treat multiple and general medical conditions that are common in women. For example, the author explains that hormonal contraceptives can prevent different cancers in women and be used to treat women with gynecological issues and non-issues like endometriosis, uterine fibrosis, and heavy menstrual bleeding. Birth control can help women in the long run, or even now if anyone you know suffer from these issues. Being on birth control can definitely be beneficial to women who experience heavy menstrual bleeding or having gynecological issues. Next, I will be discussing how birth control is not just for sexually active women. Although a high percentage of women who are on birth control are sexually active, but the use of the pill is not restricted for women who are currently sexually active or to women who have ever even had sex. Rachel K. Jones explains the article Beyond Birth Control, the overlooked benefits of oral contraceptive pills, that more than half of the pill users, 58% of women on birth control for other reasons use birth control for other reasons other than preventing pregnancy. For example, Jones states that about 30% of women use it for cramps or menstrual pain. 28% use it for menstrual regulation, and 14 use it for acne, and 4% use it for endometriosis. And if you don't know what endometriosis is, it's the tissue that normally lies along the uterus, grows outside of the uterus, causing pelvic pain. Birth control helps women with a lot of things when it comes to the reproductive system. Women who use birth control use it for different reasons, and it always isn't for the prevention of pregnancy. For my last point, I will be discussing how birth control reduces unplanned pregnancies and abortions. The greater access to consistent use of birth control is reducing the number of unplanned pregnancies and abortions in the United States. In the article Benefits of Birth Control in America by Kayleen Kaya, she states that between 1982 and 2002, abortion and unplanned pregnancies fell as the use of birth control increased. A lot of women use the pill or an IUD are more than 99% effective when used consistently and correctly. She also mentions that women who use birth control carefully account for 5% if all unplanned pregnancies. Women are able to prevent abortions and unplanned pregnancies when taking birth control correctly. Since women have a greater access to birth control, they are able to prevent unplanned pregnancies and abortions. Now you know a few ways birth control can be beneficial. Let me summarize what I talked about previously. Women are able to gain a lot of benefits from taking birth control. It just depends on that specific woman. First, I discuss how women can use contraceptives to help treat medical conditions that are common in women. Second, I talked about how birth control is not specifically for women that are sexually active. And lastly, I covered that birth control can reduce unplanned pregnancies and abortions. My aim is to encourage women and men to not be so close-minded when it comes to birth control and ask questions and do research on it because birth birth control can help in many different ways for women. And lastly, the only thing I want negative in life is a pregnancy test. Thank you.